Welcome to our vibrant network of governance, risk, compliance, and cybersecurity leaders. We share cutting-edge insights, best practices, and innovative strategies to empower professionals in navigating the dynamic cyber threat landscape. Join Circolo de CISO to ignite resilience and data protection across industries.
Welcome to another Circulo de CISO conversation. We endeavor to have conversations on various topics of interest to the governance, risk, compliance, IT, privacy, cybersecurity, and any other topics which would be of interest to the cybersecurity professionals and the community. Today, our conversation will be on platformization, covering the definition, benefits, challenges, technological aspects, and industry-specific impact. And today, to have this conversation, I have with me Chinthaka Ekanayake, a well-known cybersecurity professional who has worked with global brands, continuing to work with global brands and servicing global customers. He has over 7 years of experience, and he's also a CISSP. Chinthaka, welcome to the conversation.
Thank you, Sujit. It's a pleasure to join you for this conversation. I look forward to talk on the topic.
Excellent. So, jumping straight in, Chinthaka, I've been hearing this word platformization in every other conversation. Like when I talk to my clients or when I talk to my friends in the community, everybody is talking about platformization. So I'd like you to walk us through what does this platformization mean and what it entails. Chinthaka?
Yeah, definitely. So, if you look at this platformization whole conversation, actually it became a hot topic around 3 months back, 4 months back, when actually Ganesh Arora, the CEO of Palo Alto Networks, he got this up with the Hillary installed. And then it became sort of a topic in the social media. Other large players like Microsoft, you were talking about platformization and how it actually can benefit. So right now, so that's one of the key reasons that it became a sort of a trending topics to talk about. Actually, it made a lot of sense when we dig deeper into how it can actually help the cybersecurity industry also. So now if we take a step back and look at what platformization means, right? So platformization as a word, it talks about having a framework or a base that will help all the components like to communicate with each other and render the benefit that it is intended to provide. And from a consumer's perspective, it means that we will be able to achieve multiple requirements from a single base. So that's a definition that we would assign for the word platform. And then when it comes to platformization, that means the transformation of business to become a platform. So that's what platformization means. And the concept of platform itself, it's not something that is new, right? We have heard about social media platforms, and we have heard about e-commerce platforms, and then another word that we are familiar with, platform as a service. So this has been around. And so it's not a new concept. So, but we have now, there is a requirement that now more and more that we adopt platforms, and we'll talk about more as we go on the conversation. I'll talk you through a small example, right? So when it comes to traditional businesses, right? So if you want to buy vegetables, let's say now vegetable vendors that are separately available, and then we want to buy food that are separate. Groceries separately there. Kitchen utensils, you will buy a room or separate vendors that are available. But if you ask nowadays, the place that we all would go for is a supermarket. So I would take supermarket as an example for a platform that say, okay, I can achieve multiple my requirements from that. Going to supermarket, I can get all of these things. So what it helps is that it helps you with convenience. I don't have to go to multiple shops, and then I trust the brands as well that supermarket because of the name that supermarket carries, right? And so that's a very different, I would say, from when we compare to traditional products and then when we compare to platform. And I have another great example about platformization. And if you look at when we travel, right, how many things that we would carry from device perspective nowadays, right? We will carry only a mobile phone. And even in India here, when I travel, I don't even carry my wallet because everything is now in the mobile phone, from my wallet to payments. All of these things are in the mobile phone. And like traditionally, like what it is, we used to write down the addresses in address book. We no longer have them. And then calculators, you would use the mobile phone. And for example, we have auspicious time, we need to find the direction. Right? We will open the mobile phone, we will get to compass, and we will find the direction from there. So mobile phone has become a platform where we can actually do multiple things and tailor us to that requirement. So coming back again, so platformization refers to using a solution that is able to provide us uh, provide us a framework that we can actually add more and more services. So from benefit perspective, it helps us to innovate on top of the platform and as other services that users will be able to consume.
Absolutely. So from all what I'm hearing is, I mean, I also recall a couple of examples, right? Our commute, right? Today, we either depend, I mean, for Sri Lankans, it would be Pitme, and for Indian audience, it would be Uber, or global audience would also be using Uber, or, Ola for that matter, right? So that's also a platform. And while it was a ride hailing app, today they have ventured out into other areas, maybe food delivery, or parcel delivery, or package delivery. Another example which I can think of is Amazon, right? When you were talking about grocery stores and so forth, it's a classic example where you can find everything you want. And from a Sri Lankan perspective, or the South Asian subcontinent perspective, Daras is another good example. So it is all integrated, and I've been having similar conversations on this platform, and I had this conversation with a friend of mine, Jeffrey. He was also talking about autonomous penetration testing that is also on the platform. So everything relating to penetration testing is now available on a platform. And a couple of days ago, I was talking to another professional where he was also talking about embedded finance, right? So that's exactly what you were talking about, right? Payment gateways, everything integrated into a mobile app. For example, Zomato. So you order food. And I think there are innumerable examples you can think of. So I guess we are at an era where this is here to stay, and probably it would even explode. There'll be wider adoption, and I would say everyone in the community would be using, irrespective of whether they are professional, non-professional. It could be anyone. Chinthaka, is there anything else you want to share in terms of how it would impact the society, or do we take that in another separate episode?
So I feel becoming a platform or building platforms is something of human nature. We always want to put things together so that it becomes convenient for the people to consume. So it get adapted to business models as well. So that's as you rightly said, it is there to stay, and we will see more and more platforms coming up in future, and then things get into a single place where we can consume everything.
So, Chinthaka, thank you so much for this introductory episode. So we will continue to have this conversation in 3 more episodes, where we would talk about benefits, challenges. We would also talk about how platformization has or will have an impact on the cybersecurity space, and how it's proliferating in both industries. So with that note, Chipika, thank you so much for your time. So I would look forward to having you for the next episode tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you, Sujit.